What's up YouTube, Team Agent Julian here. Today I'm here to bring you a deck profile and from my teammate, Brandon. Brandon, here you go.
Alright, well I'm here to give you a deck profile for Bermuda Triangle Labrador. It's Prism build. Unfortunately, because due to lack of support for Prism, they do not have more triggers other than Rainbow, so I'm still sticking with 6 draw, 6 crit. But let's go on to the starter. We start with Prism Smile Koro. Her skill is if you have a Bermuda Triangle Vanguard, when another Bermuda Triangle unit is returned to your hand, her skill can allow you to bounce it back to the hand also. Grade 3s. We start with 4 Vert.
4 Vert?
Yes. No, not Vert. It's the break card. Labrador. Labrador limit break. When she attacks, if you can call to 3 other rear guards on the field, she gets +10 in a crit. And her other skills in act, counterblast a prism to bounce another prism on your field back to your hand. Next, 4 Vert. I got it correct that time. It's the break ride. Vanguard gets +10, and you can return up to 2 units on rear guards on your field back to your hand and draw 1 card. And when she attacks, she gets +2 for 13. Next, 4 10K Vanilla, 4 Lumiere, Prism 12K Attacker. Attacks your Vanguard is Prism. It's 12, not 9. And the last are 3 Prism Promise Celtic.
You don't run 4?
Don't really find much room for 4. It's very inconsistent compared to you running 4 12K, of course. And 10K, it's just a nicer body to stay red on. And I don't run Rosa because it's only an AK body. And even though your Vanguard or rear guard has limit break, only hitting for 11 every turn and guarding for an AK body is not very consistent at all in the current meta. But Celtic, she has a grade 1 version called Clear, and whenever these are bounced from the field back to your hand, you may Soul Blast 1 and give any other unit 4,000 power. Next. 4 Prism Promise Mercury, grade 1, basically a watered down version of Lumiere. If you attack with this in the rear guard circle and your Vanguard is Prism, it attacks for 10, not 7. Next, 4 Prism Promise Late. I don't know how to pronounce this, but it's a Labrador booster. You may Soul Blast 1, so you're allowed to get +5. So it's basically an 11K booster. I play 4 of these because I'm unable to run 4 clear, which is what I recommend. I only have 2. So play 4 clear and play only 2 of these.
Just got a charger.
Next, 4 Mermaid Idol Ellie, the Perfect Guards. Unfortunately, I'm not running the Prism Perfect Guards because they're not out yet. They've only been found through sneak peeks of Diva's Duet. And as of right now, I'm just running Ellie, but soon I will run the Prism.
Black or white or both?
2 of each is fine. And it adds more diversity to the deck, seeing how they're also going to be Prism.
Alright.
And finally, 2 clear. Like I said, I recommend 4. It's a grade 1 version of Celtic. Bounce back, Soul Blast 1 +4 anyone else. And I recommend you play 4, but I have to play 4 of her to make up for it.
Alright.
Next on to the triggers. There are 6 crit. 4 of them are Prism, the other 2 are just any other crit trigger. Next, 4 of the Prism draw trigger and 2 of the other draws. I recommend this draw other than the others because it allows you to put it into the soul, which is great in Prism because you Soul Blast a lot, and you also give 3,000 power to any other unit.
No stands?
No. Rainbow triggers, no. It's not very good. And lastly, 4 heal, Prism heal. That's basically it for the deck.
What do you like and don't like about the deck?
Honestly, I don't really generate that much hand advantage. The break card's nice, allow you to draw a card, but that's only drawing 1 out of other things. I was thinking of playing Girls Rock Rio because of it topping in Atlanta and whatnot, or people saying it's nice to use when Ellie's in the damage and you need a counterblast one that's not a Prism. So you just go for an Ellie especially, and it allows you to counterblast, Soul Charge, and then draw another card. But I'm not playing that. I'm place of Celtic.
What's-
But I'd say just the LAs need to go.
What's your best and worst matchups?
Customers matchups. Honestly, because like if I can't generate too much hand advantage, I'd say Nova Grappler Beast Deity for sure, or just Nova Grappler in general, like hitting like rear guards constantly standing, Vanguard constantly standing.
Yeah.
Link Choker's another one. Link Choker's bad, and yeah, that's pretty much it. My best matchup is probably only Kagero, because if they retire too much of your rear guards, it helps you with Labrador, so that you won't need to counterblast so much to bounce cards back, and it gives you open columns for you to play other rear guards in.
All right.
My throat hurts.
Thanks, Brandon, for this deck profile.